Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. My name is Hannah Emerson. I'm the Director of Learning and Community Engagement at the Poetry Project. Do you hear me okay? Maybe I need to... Is this a little better? Yeah? Cool. Thank you. I'm so deeply excited to be gathered with you all tonight to celebrate the publication of Hannah Emerson's first book, The Kissing of Kissing, which we have available for sale at the back. And if you haven't already purchased it, obviously, you will soon see how desperately you need it in your life. To give you an outline of our time together, we'll hear first from the marvelous Farnoosh Fathi, who will read both from her own work and also from Hannah's book. And then Chris Martin and Tyler Ray will take the stage for a voicing of more of Hannah's poems. And then we'll have some time at the end for a conversation with Farnoosh, Tyler, and Hannah, who will be joined by Kathleen Emerson and Aviv Niezenzweig. So please do, for that conversation, be thinking about questions that you would like to pose to the group at the end. Before we move forward with tonight's event, however, I would like to spend a little while reflecting with you all on this room, this very complicated sanctuary. And if you're joining us tonight on the live stream, welcome. We feel you in this room with us too. In this room, the Poetry Project has prevented events for more than 55 years. That means that here, in this room, hundreds upon hundreds of hours of attention have been paid. And as Simone Weil teaches us, attention is a kind of prayer. A prayer for what, we might ask. It means that in this room, friendships have formed, community has grown, work has been presented that is both vulnerable and incendiary. Worlds have been made and unmade too. In this same room, voices have been silenced, stories have been erased, participants have been excluded. Part of our being together in this room tonight means that we agreed to resist that history of erasure and exclusion, to ask different questions about the story of how we got here and where we will go now. This room is inside St. Mark's Church, which is built on the site where Peter Stuyvesant constructed his family chapel in 1660. Stuyvesant was once described to me as the original law and order mayor of New York, overseeing continual colonization and enslavement as he increased the population of enslaved Africans in the colony, enslaving 40 people himself alone. Part of our being in this room tonight means we agree to remember this story and to ask ourselves in what ways we are accountable to it and how that accountability might look. This room is in the East Village of New York City, a neighborhood marked by gentrification and displacement and by community organizing and joyful subversion too. We remember and retell both stories. In this neighborhood, the first penitentiary in New York City was built in 1816. As Tongo Eisen Martin teaches us, if it has a prison, it is a prison, not a city. So we move towards the acknowledgement that this is not our city, but an entanglement of forces that we must work ceaselessly to see more clearly so that we can act more surely towards their abolition. This is a room on stolen land. We are gathered right now in this shared moment on the unceded homeland of the Lenape people, Lenape-Ho-King. There's only one thing we can do with stolen land, and that's return it, remembering that to return the land is not a matter of transferring capitalist ownership, but, as many indigenous thinkers have taught us, a radical rethinking of ownership and belonging, centering indigenous autonomy and active relationality and responsibility. To reiterate Gloria Anzaldua's assertion, this land was Lenape-Ho-King always, and is, and will be again. So we must hold a lot as we gather in this room that holds us. And I'd like to ask us all now to take a moment to arrive in this space together so that we may gather in a way that is guided by our care and accountability for each other, for our many histories, and everything yet to come. Let's please take a moment. Thank you so much. I have just a few last reminders and updates before we move forward with tonight's event. Please do keep your masks on whenever you're inside. There are 2 all-gender restrooms located at the back of the sanctuary through the double doors on each side. And with that, it's my deepest honor to turn our reflections to Hannah Emerson's book. Clarice Lispector tells us, all the world began with a yes. One molecule said yes to another molecule, and life was born. But before prehistory, there was the prehistory of prehistory, and there was the never, and there was the yes. It was ever so, unquote. In Hannah Emerson's work, poems often arise from just such a great, ceaseless, atemporal yes, a yes, yes, a nothing and everything, source and echo, a profound and sublime mystery. Emerson writes, please get the freedom of nothing. It is great white snow on the world trying to melt our minds into nothing. Yes, please get, it is really important to say yes, unquote. Reading these poems, I feel I am in the presence of a prophet, but not in the sense of someone whose gaze advances ever forward. Instead, insofar as I am being invited to participate in a deeper, more loving, and thus more rigorous awareness of the present. Emerson asks, is looking into looks like living? And then answers, I pour pores into the sea, pores, pores, presence is poetry. In her deep communion with the present, Emerson helps me to recognize that each moment is not a discrete and self-contained event in a linear chain, but instead a vast network of interwoven moments, as language is a vast network of interwoven desires, as family is a vast network of interwoven loves. And all those networks extend out and on, a net of diamonds, a bell that never stops ringing. Emerson writes, let's try to go to the underworld that melts us into one yes, yes. Love the mystery that is there, yes, yes. Love the network that is trying to connect us, yes, yes. Love the most pleasing network that grows there, yes, yes, unquote. I love so much the nuance and complexity of Emerson's ontological thinking. The openness with which she approaches challenging concepts and questions, and the generosity with which she offers what she learns back to us, her readers. Quote, love the nothing that is the union of the nothing and the form that happens to appear as us. Yes, yes, she illuminates. I love that in her loving, there is space not only for light and beauty, but also always for nothingness, the underworld, for hell, and the hill of debris on which we make our lives. Quote, please try to go to hell frequently because you will find the light there, end quote. So let us go to hell. Let us melt like snow in light. I am so grateful for Emerson's guidance, for her deep and deeper listening. It's my honor now to turn it over to a dear friend, an astonishing poet who I know joins me in this deep gratitude for Hannah Emerson's work and spirit, the wonderful Farnoosh Fathi.
Hello. It's such an honor to be here with Hannah and with all of you celebrating this beautiful book. Thank you, Laura, for your beautiful introduction. So, How the World Began. This is from The Kissing of Kissing, which we are celebrating. Please try to cut yourself open to find the blood that is the color of the molten rock that is in all of us, yes. Please try to help the world by heaving your hatred on the flames that burn in your town, yes, yes. Please try to melt, yes, yes. Please try to grow into the stream of molten life, yes, yes. Please try to help us make kissing volcano that loves with way of floating hell that we are now, yes, yes, yes. Please get that this is how the world began, yes, yes. Factory came down 2 p.m. on a sigh. She wrote contra, country, clocking in. Only C comes to the table now, drops the wig of a gull on each lap, and null into the table is scratched like a bottom in a pew. The bald in the beret offers up her nest to burp and harp and attribute so little to myself, writing like a joke around which pages are flapping wildly to the highest point of my interest, to the ball of the bald. A crowd explodes from the vulture. It swings to me on purple floss, screaming marigolds and their drugs behind an ear. One must intend, but my eternity is something else. Too emotional, too alone with possibility, jugging the ode de lull, forgetting to say anything, forgetting the birthright of every poem, right here, that birth is inevitable. This one, and that one I read for Laura because it was in the Recluse, thanks to Laura. This one's called All to Show and also has burning and floating hell. Also called Shepherd Pyro. An angel's intestines light the way. A road whistled through a gap tooth, work which is ceaseless wink. Cruel fingers, long and overflowing, appear at the exact moment of their flowering excerpts inside anuses, whose shepherd, stopping nothing, his sighs spotting his reflection, leaping to him as if from a book about to shut, bent evermore, and his deepest bow offered him what? What she said was right. I am very slow. Not a problem with me. I've gone unwedded 40-60 into interpretation. There's very little room for perceiving. That's how obvious work is. But it is like only the arms of soldiers hanging in the service closet saying, if he needs to work, he should. Braids swinging from the stage, eel receipts coming out the firehead, the stage from which they say a penny dropped from my height could kill a one. Such a height. I was right to be chanted by innocence because I made my way, the long way, with it alone, since what little I was taught. I was right to be changed with innocence as I made my way, the long way, with it alone, alone through grass among the deafest rhymes for boundaries, mother, father. I look at my hands and don't see God. That's how dense I am, life at its most glass-bottomed green. I'm not here to uphold a robust version of myself, since God is the evocation of whom it is effortless not to know how lonely they yet are. And that's how my life loved me. I still don't know. Now I'm going to watch this poem burn all its virtues off its face. But what can you do for that? Wing dancing with only a swig from a goner's eye, swing dancing with a wig only. I have to ask what it is like, and for you it is like everything. Stage has porcupines on which a tiny show dog with a ribbon in its mouth is winding through the quills, and a master in parallel doing it too. From all this burning backside on fire stands a shepherd, cocktailed, poking crutch through donut shade, with rose watts for a tie, and calls beyond profesh, ironing downstream what others call long distance, and a hand ghostly as a note taken. A blink lowering from a spider's thong, and the fire will becoming more than good, curling blood signature, life-spanning signatures, and setting off alarms in bonnet space with door slams from behind made of 100% heaviest doll blink, and roses in blowhole asides. It is a persuasion that I have to ask. The note, assembling the crowd of wounds gathers on a hand, and in assembling makes an infant's face, into which they crowd and drop their purple and rose gold hind changes and laughter fully into its story. Licks, lollipop to the forehead, earth, reading, pressing lightning, flowering worms, bookworms, since reading for me is both and forth looking and knowing. And what I have come for, space roses, rose wigs for newborns, makes that face wince. And then I'm going to read a Hannah poem called To Burrow, which also has worms. Please get that worms deep down help the very great life that we think only beauty greets us on the lovely, great, helpful freedom of the dirt. Lovely, helpful dirt is the great mother of great humans. Really great, helpful mother is full of worms. Great mother is beautiful. Full of great, beautiful, pleasing, great, beautiful, nothing holes of great kissing worms that bring life to us lovely humans, helping you get that great, 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 lovely dirt is great for you, to get buried in it if you dare to be with the worms and mother, yes. Lovely, great dirt is the great, great everything, yes, yes. Please get that the worms, deep, great beings, giving the inner, helpful new channels for the new way of life to be born into this great, great planet of ours, yes. Poetry is the worms in our souls trying to burrow new, helpful lungs in our minds. Great normals need this to breathe, to go forward into the future, yes, yes. Please get that great, great, great mother helps us to be brave, to get great new nothing life, yes, yes. Please get that the worms greet us, great, 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 great us. Yes. Please get that you too can become a worm too. Yes, yes. And then I'll just read a couple more. This one's called Fontanelle. And yeah, there's a Hannah poem where she talks about needing to grow down in order to grow up. And this has a lot of growing down. It is courtesy of the bantering in the schoolhouse next to which I live that she dies, and I want to do this. It is night. The school, the fontanelle, is quiet. My stomping ground, the stomping ground of all students rolled up in a deep bow, and onto the shelf the pen. From her, to him, and from him to her, who sleep in a valley like a gull, and the pen rests in its peak. The students are gossiping and tree-hugging it, the pen, in their sleep, that moves in their sleep that I dare not touch. Their hands shake and spider round a word on the table center. It's ponderous, their school word, fontanelle, and growing rounder as it rolls to and fro their hands across the table. Now children, they who take a deep bow and, long before they are finished, they begin. I must not waste the will of God, they cry, their heads plunged whole into the fontanelle, not until we've reached our teacher in her sleep's dark bottom and walked on our hands before our walls, the bird, the cloud, like portraits hung on every side. On the doleful floor whose earth gives way so easily to waters we often mistake the stair for a ripple. Purple, it seems to make the very ground we are awkwardly in a jig with out to be our mockery. Then it seems we have handstood so low as to be rising, notes on the next day, notes to the day before, written on the day that can't yet be found. And further down, our hands in graves feel the silk hall pass of the earth and the slippers of the worm. And though we could not see us move like our teacher moves, it was later written that we had stood long before our portraits, that our feet were moving joyfully, juggling the chins of clouds, though our faces were weeping. For our teacher and the old tree, with hands behind its back, tied with mourning doves that are, so to speak, resting there, ripely balancing for all time, and mourning what has been done to them, what clouds have written out in nasty font, their double chins in flames. It is then the center of the table opens up, round with our tears, tears that softly cloth the table, then our chests open for the laughing gull, or the mourning doves, with the pen eyes, white-stitched, diving to dip us in our wells. And then I'll read one more. Is that okay? Okay, can't tell how slow or fast I'm going. This one is for Hannah. And Kathleen, and Aviv, because I read it when we met. The hills leapt one another, each trying to cover their, did I say it's called dinner-wise? Oh, it's called Dinnerwise. Okay. The hills leapt one another, each trying to cover their bald spot left by the children who once sunset there, running, wondering, on what else should I set time between my legs? Want to know where I hang my hat at night? There is my armchair on which my spine is drying, my father's ornament perched in feathers, pigeon, homing, spider lingerie, armor that bullets of grass loaf out and lend the ground's down spine the landing for dew. Dew lodged in its back, growing sideways to work like him. The face tucked and tripping a feature of its aches, draining with it the possibilities of a waterbed and head dozing off. My own spine and the envy of all my books, such envy that the bookmarks wrist slap out like dancers' tongues when they are rolled out in the arms, then furl back in. Or outward like a stilty bride toward the cross made of stilts, tall, elated, but not prurient, wind chiming the guts of pumpkins, difficult, doable. Not a prize, not a pose. Warm biscuits leapfrogged one another in contempo bell sleeves that puppet and drip, bellowed and rose and billowed. Then 3 fish leapt like eyes above the table. A spider's guest falls on the head of the bride elated heads to the cross made of stilts. The hills leap each other, each trying to cover their bald spot left there by the children who sunset. Want to know where I hang my hat at night? 3 fish leapt like 3 eyes. Where shall I drop my wick? That I'm living for all, which includes me, which I am, looking on, eases what I am. Is this your father's seat on which a spine is drying? The plate is overflowing. May I, your table and your seats musical? An ornament is near to take me high, where my parents' signatures hang like banners in outer space, blimp space on Watt walls. There's my armchair on which my spine is drying, and my father's ornament. Gray, a pigeon, just the feathers perched on it, a bullet of grass lodged, growing, headed sideways to work like him. God help me not to forget it, my way. A vein takes the first step, wet, covering the table. Each turns a corner of the spider's guess, and I suffice it to enter the foyer my partner, powder my nose with a donut, and reveal my jello garter. God help me not to forget it, my way, but further when I look down at what I must eat, or read by light, or attempt to tweeze the cherry from the comma, every gesture faces completion. My eye coin tosses open and shut, seeing and not, that all the arrows of the grass are released, and the droppings, seeing the green blades of seeing coming for me, the way I was or was not, held on my breath, I drop, a pleasant country wave, hypercoloring my greeting. Something I can't do is there, it's getting late. Now I've seen too much. A flaming laundry line, vein, hung with a bodybuilder's marvelous underthings, the scant underthings of quiet. Tush now, 'tis so exotic, like the cuisine of sleepwalkers, chewing in their chamber's pauses. What pauses in them to listen to? Don't call it craft. It's called sleep eating. Pearls, soap bars, and a boyfriend pillow pushed from the long intestine. Half-horse of promises, I hear them mate late, lax, stretching over a puddle, so a pregnant balloon animal, stretchling, may cross the water or drum like rain tapping on the chin. And the hand of a poet looking on and weeping and crossing it out of hearing, a song whose end is a constipated half-horse. One's good hand is gloved, reaching for the balloon compartment, but that is about time, a time kept quiet by the town's power-top porter doing a jig on a virgin stool while the organ pipes blow to keep balloon eyelashes from touching the floor. The porter's head, meanwhile, shall rise this way, useless, looking through lunar sliding doors of people out at the people themselves and whistling what the songs know best, like he's posed to. Such a dowry, his head in mountaintops lain with many goldfish for eyelids, eyelids that are surely lifting, but who can make out a symbol? I show you now, the balloon branded in the horse's side. It is inflating with what will be my morning breath, so on your special day you can know, nunchucks, how kind I was, you exclaimed, and to me, turning red, turning blue, yours and braid. Oh, thank you, James. Braid on 2 fingers that point to the eyes, yours and braid and weed and stand, and a plain made of a house of cards, flies overhead, and the sea gets more profound. But who wouldn't do the same for one who has eaten her soap and her pearls? That's it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Farnoosh. That was such a gift. Those poems are so beautiful, and it was so beautiful to hear them braided together with Hannah's. Thank you. And thank you so much, James, for your quick mic fix readiness. I'm really honored and delighted to turn it over now to Tyler Ray and Chris Martin to give voice to more of Hannah Emerson's poems.
Please be with me, great free animals. I want to be with you, great being of light. Please see me, great nobody, hell animals trying to go to helpful keepers of the knowledge, try to go to the place in the mud that is where I try to live in peace, great mud of this great kissing, loving earth, lovely, messy, yucky in mud on my face, if kissing mother, loving me is the great animal that is named Hannah. Please greet me in the mud. It is great mess. Please go to, the bucket, to get the water, to try to make more mud, yes. Please try to get the mud helpful to you if you become mud too. Please get that great animals are all autistic. Please love poets. We are the first autistics. Love this secret. No one knows it. Please get that freedom is yearning to grow. Yes, yes, yes. Please get that kissing mind needs us to kiss knowledge. Yes, yes. Please get that knowledge is the light of the heart. Yes, yes. Please get that you need to go to the great, 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 beautiful mother of kissing heart. Yes, yes. Please get that the mother helps us go to the beautiful heart that really everything flows through. Yes, yes. Please get that trying flow goes through the veins in us. Yes, yes. Please get that kissing heart loves us through that flow of blood. Yes, yes. Please get that kissing mother greets your flowering thoughts. Yes, yes. Please get that these flowers are free. Yes, yes. Please get that you help me grow into kissing flower of thought and life. Yes, yes. Please get that everything is kissing flowers going to live and die. Yes, yes. Please get that flowers began in kissing life first. Yes, yes. Please get that their was nothing, then growth happens. Great flowers got to live here. Yes, yes. Please get, they are nothing but flowers. Yes, yes. Please get that nothing, us, helping, great, 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 beautiful flowers is us. Yes, yes. Please get that kissing flowers help us to become them. Yes, yes. Please get that you help the flowers grow. Yes, yes. Please get that the light is the great, 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 nothing, flower, and tendril. Yes, yes. Love, love, love the rolling hills, kissing, jutting, that make my great, great, great rolling dance that I make my life, helping me dance, 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 just dancing my life into being. Yes, yes, yes. Love that the mother is kissing the dancing that kisses me today. Yes, yes. Love the kissing of kissing, loving the air that greets our dance, that kisses the movements, that makes the air move with me. Yes, yes, yes. Love the mother kissing us, just happy that lovely children are dancing in the air, kissing lovely nothing as we move to the calling of the wind. Yes, yes, yes. Love the kissing, 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 lovely kissing in the movement that we try to go to on these hills of debris. Yes, yes. Love the dripping of the drops that are our thoughts, trying to cry out very, very, very hell away. Yes, yes. Love the light that is in the yearning that is dripping from the sky. Yes, yes. Love the kissing rain that is the keeper of the kissing thoughts of the sky that cries for us today. Yes, yes. Love the clouds that kiss us into the thoughts that are trying to make this interesting. Yes, yes. Love the drops of rain that just sit on the branch, waiting to be called to dance, dance, dance. Yes, yes, yes. Love, mother, greeting, yearning to help us go to the nothing dance, become the freedom that is in the great, great, great drop of the movement, helping us go to the dance, going there dripping with the drowning of our freedom that wants to go to the dance, dance, trying to become the dripping dance, dance, nothing more. Yes, yes, yes. Please try to go to the beautiful, kissing, helpful, great, great, great nothing to find the explosion that you need to do to explode into the beautiful you. Yes, yes, yes. Please get that every act you do is you exploding into this moment. Yes, yes. Please get that you help me explode into myself of great poetry. Yes, yes. Please get kissing is exploding. Yes, yes. Please get that you need to only explode into yourself. Nothing. Yes, yes, yes. Please get that you need to go to the sun to explode. Yes, yes. Please get that the sun is within you. Yes, yes, yes. Please get that you need to go to the sun to let go. Yes, yes, yes. Please get that I am the trying breeze going through the really great, great, great world. Yes, yes. Please get that I am the drowning, helpful freedom of the storm. Yes, yes. Please get that I am the very hot, great, great, great sun. Yes, yes. Please get that I am the great, great, great ice that gives you the freeze that you need to get to melt into nothing. Yes, 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 yes. Please get that I am the sky, great, 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 blue nothing. Yes, yes. Please get that I am the ground, great, great, great place, helping you stand in grateful, helpful, 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 kissing her, yes. Please get that you and I greet the great, great life from this place of great, great kissing life, 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 life. Yes, yes, yes. Please get that you are great form, great formless, helping, kissing, kissing, great, knowing the great, 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 helpful, kissing, the trying, yes, yes. Please get that helpful, loving, thinking, you help, just help, kissing, helpful, loving, great, great, great world turn upside down. Yes, yes. Please get that you help me by helping me turn upside down too. Yes, yes, yes. Please get that great, great, helpful, kissing people need to get that great, helpful kissing in turning, kissing upside down. Yes, yes. Please get that helpful kissing just needs to be gathered into this helpful, kissing, trying hell of this life to go forward to help me, Hannah, 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 yes, yes. Please get that you need loving, kissing to make you like me, yes, yes. Please get that the kissing must be great nodding of you, me, great, us together in this hell, yes, yes, yes. Please get that you kiss me, helping me kiss you, yes, yes.
Chris, Tyler, thank you so much. That was breathtaking. That was stunning. Wow. This has already been just the most blessed Wednesday. And I'm so excited now that we'll do a little quick reconfiguration and welcome Hannah and Chris, no, not Chris, Hannah and Tyler and Kathleen and Aviv and Farnoosh to the stage for time for a little conversation. So if we want to, James, if you wouldn't mind helping to bring some chairs. Do you want help? Can I give this to you? Oh, sure.
Then I'm going to need to hand it to you. Because I'm going to have to type. Sure. My name's Aviv. Hello, everyone. I wanted to ask Hannah, seeing all of that, if there was any response that you wanted to share. Love, love, love the loving that is helping try to use this universe to yell out that you yearn, kiss the making that is getting, yesing, get, making us one. Yes, yes. And then Hannah had prepared a question to ask her interlocutors, which was treeing, that's with a T, treeing to become you. How do you make that making become you? And I'll say it one more time. Treeing to become you. How do you make that making become you?
Thank you. Okay, treeing to become you. My response was, by yearning to be free of it, I go to it. Or maybe I kiss it. And also, treeing to become you, how do you... Yeah, so also like the poem that Chris read, Hannah is never only Hannah. That was read, right? Yeah. You know, trying to be free of it, if that's, say, suffering or the hell or the mud, then it's never only suffering. Suffering is never only suffering. Not what you think it is. Yeah.
Can you read it again, Aviv? Okay, thanks.
Treeing.
Oh, sorry.
Hannah asked, treeing to become you. How do you make that making become you?
In the trying and the trying, and the trying again, and the kissing. Treeing to become you. How do you make the making become you? Yeah, in the trying and the trying.
Do you have anything you want to say to that, Hannah? So Hannah writes, kissing makes the treeing try to make us trees together. Yes. I'm so curious if the two of you have any other thoughts on that. Kissing makes the treeing try to make us trees together. Yes.
It makes me think of roots underground, and roots kissing and trees kissing underneath and through things, and that becoming a dance.
Yeah, I'm so curious what the experience was like seeing the treeing and the dancing together tonight specifically.
That Nothing becomes the ground that is dreaming the beauty that is trying to get us. Yeah. Yeah. One more time. Yearning. Growing. Great. Towards the kissing that makes this hell try to free itself to make the you're doing really great. One more time. Growing reality. Get. Yeah. One more time. Nothing but free. Yes. Okay, you're doing great.
Love the kissing that is making itself make the nothing become the ground that is dreaming the beauty that is trying to get us yearning, growing towards the kissing that makes this hell try to free itself to make the growing reality get nothing but free. Yes.
Bring up a question.
What about now? Okay, wonderful. Wow, thank you so much. That already has been so deeply generous. Did it still feel good to take a question from the audience, or do we feel, let's do another? All right, so who would like to pose a question to this incredible group posed before us? I have this mic, I can walk over to you. So if you want to wave to me, give you a chance to think about it. I mean, yeah, absolutely. Let me bring this to you.
I want to ask Tyler Ray, what do you think about when you're dancing?
I mostly try not to think while I'm dancing.
Really?
Truly, yeah. This was an experience where I tried to practice really feeling how Hannah's words landed, like in space and in my body, and tried to sort of bypass thinking in that sense. So not much. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Tyler. Other questions that people are called to? Yes, be right there.
I want to ask this to Hannah, but Kathleen, I'll ask you. I was wondering if Hannah, when she hears her own poetry read, does she have a sense or ever talk to you about what that's like for her?
Great question.
Love, kiss the reality of this making, of my trying, kiss you, help me grow. Yes.
Do we feel another question or two is good? All right, great, wonderful. What other things would you like to pose? I had a sort of simple question, but I would love to hear, I feel like I have found it to be just the deepest pleasure to move through this collaboration and this correspondence, and I would love to hear from any of you, if you're called to share, if there are particular things that you felt that you learned through this collaborative, collective process.
Well, in having the opportunity to speak with Hannah and Kathleen and Aviv in particular, I think I went to it as a reader of Hannah's work, sort of feeling as though Hannah's poems were able to understand what my poems understand, but which I myself often feel I struggle to unite with, and through writing do. And I think what I learned was something like a mistake I was making, an interesting mistake I was making, was to think that the yearning that she describes so beautifully as what we are here doing, in this sort of hell, is something that her poems themselves are kind of free from, or that when they speak from the place of already knowing that. And then in describing kind of my admiration for Hannah's poems, being able to just stay close to that wisdom, her response was something like, love that you have that yearning, which allows you to become the beauty that you are, kind of like, and in the repetitions of her poems, and in the sort of great effort to give voice to the teachings of nothingness or of love, like that yearning is there so fully in her poems. And she reflected that back to me, which was so generous, and I love her for that. Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you, Farnoosh.
I think something I'm continuing to learn by being with this group of people is just how many different ways there are to form relationships with the world, and different ways to hear it humming, and how actually elastic language can be, and how authentic that feels to how the world actually is.
Yeah, beautiful. Thank you so much. I don't know if Hannah has reflections on it as well, or...
Love that loving is freeing us to help one another. Yes.
Beautiful. Thank you. Do we feel this is a wonderful place to leave it, but also I'm happy to open up to more. How are you all feeling for questions?
Good, yeah.
Good?
Maybe we could
Feeling
repeat the answer. I feel like that.
Yeah, I would love that.
Anytime you want me to repeat. So Hannah wrote, love that loving is freeing us to help one another. Yes.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I feel like I forgot to look at all at this side of the room. I don't know if people were raising their hands with questions I would have missed, and I'm sorry. But, all right. Is there? Oh, sorry, right in the middle. Pardon me.
I just wanted to say how much I enjoyed the dancing to the poetry. It really brought out the lyricism of the poets, you know, really. I just enjoyed that so much tonight. Plus the dancer. It was just lovely.
So true, so true. Any final questions from the group for tonight? All right, wonderful. So maybe we'll leave it at that. Thank you all so much. This was such an astonishing gift. I feel so grateful, so lucky. Thank you all so very much for being here. I hope to see you again at the Poetry Project soon. One thing I want to point out is Sherry Moraga is coming to give a lecture next Thursday, which is just out of control exciting as well. But we have many wonderful things coming up. I hope you'll just check the event calendar on our website. Thank you again for being here. Thank you so much to James and Kyle and to all of the volunteers who helped to make tonight possible. And thank you all again. This was really just such a joy. Thank you.